Good day, everyone. My name is Prime Gilbert Tirieta from MS Technopreneurship. So I was tasked to discuss with you the topic on equity financing. So for the introduction, equity financing is the process of raising capital through the sale of shares. Okay, so companies raise money because they might have a long-term need to pay bills or need funds for a long-term project that promotes growth. And by selling shares, a business effectively sells ownership of its company in return for cash. So, as we go along with our topic, I'm going to uh, say repeat or mention the TV show, which I think is also you are familiar with, yung Shark Tank. So, Shark Tank is one of the, or if not the best example of equity based or equity financing. Okay, so basically, equity financing is the process of raising capital through the sale of shares. Equity financing comes from a variety of sources, for example, an entrepreneur's friends and family, professional investors, or even yung mga tinatawag po nating IPO may provide needed capital. So an IPO is a process that private companies undergo to offer shares of their business to the public in a new stock issuance. Public share issuance allows a company to raise capital from public investors. So ito po yung sa mga stock market. So companies like Google and Meta, yung Facebook, were able to raise billions in capital through IPOs. Okay. While the term equity financing refers to the financing of public companies listed on an exchange, the term also applies to a or to private company financing. So equity financing is used when companies need cash. It is typical for businesses to use equity financing several times as they become mature companies. So there are two methods of equity financing. So number one is private placement of stock with or with investors, and public stock offerings. Equity financing differs from debt financing. The first involves selling a portion of equity in a company, while the latter involves borrowing money. So national and local government closely monitor equity financing to ensure it's done according to regulation. So yung again, the equity financing usually arises when a company, especially startups, needs additional capital, whether it be on its operation, marketing. So rather than borrowing money per se, they are offering an exchange of the portion of their company. So that's basically equity financing. So how it works? How does it work? Or how does it work? So equity financing involves the sale of common stock and other equity or quasi-equity instruments such as preferred stock, convertible preferred stocks, and equity units that include common shares and warrants. So this action can affect existing shareholders and impact the ability to reach new shareholders. So a startup that grows into a successful company will have several refund or rounds, sorry, of equity financing as it evolves. So since a startup typically attracts different types of investors at various stages of its evolution, it may use other equity instruments for its financing needs. So again, another excellent example is the show Shark Tank. So they usually the entrepreneurs there are seeking for financial or additional financial capital for them to be able to operate or either expand, grow their businesses. So yan. But as the second bullet shows, it can affect existing shareholders and impact the ability to reach new shareholders. So if you can watch some of the episodes of Shark Tank, there are several entrepreneurs there that would appear in front of the sharks. So sharks are the term used for the investors there. So you have Mark Cuban, Kevin O'Leary, and others. Uh, upon presenting their business, in relation to the second bullet, they would, or some businesses um would or no, no, not confess, would say that that the business they are offering, or the share they're offering to the investors are not 100%, meaning beforehand they already had other partners. So that's why this action can affect existing shareholders, and it can also impact the ability to reach new shareholders or new owners. So equity financing is distinct from debt or debt financing. With debt financing, a company assumes a loan and pays back the loan over time with interest, whereas equity financing involves selling of ownership shares, so in return for funds. So usually it can be correlated to short-term and long-term plans or needs. So for example, if you are into debt or debt financing, usually your creditor um, will give you a certain interest rate. So wherein dun po siya kikita, whereas yung sa equity financing nga po, they will not look for financial returns, but rather the whole business itself, like ownership. The equity financing, types of equity financing. So we have the individual investors. There are often friends, family members, and colleagues of business owners. And individual investors usually have less money to invest or more, so more are needed to reach financial goals. These investors may have no relevant industry experience, business skills, or guidance to contribute to a business. So usually individual investors nga daw po ay family members, friends, so the ones that are directly involved sa inyo as a person. So like for example, friends, family members. So they are usually, or they usually have lesser money compared to other type of investors. So nandun lang sila para say umalalay in case na afford naman nila yung kailangan yung added investment. And regardless kung ano yung background nila, they might have, or they might not have the background sa business mo, basta nandun lang sila as an investor. Okay, angel investor on the other hand are wealthy individuals or groups interested in funding businesses they believe will provide attractive returns. Angel investors can invest substantial amount and provide needed insight, connections, and advice due to their industry experience. So typically, angel invest in the early stage of business development. So yun, in comparison with the individual investors, so angel investors naman are wealthy and they have a background. They can provide those substantial amount, and they have connections and experiences in the industry that you are into. Next is venture capitalists. They are individuals or firms capable of making substantial investments in businesses so that they have view as having very high and rapid growth potential, competitive advantages, and solid prospect for success. They usually demand for a noteworthy share of ownership in a business for their financial investment, resources, and connections. So, in fact, they may insist on significant involvement in managing a company's planning, operations, and daily activities to protect their investment. So, venture capitalists typically get involved early and exit at the IPO stage where they can reap enormous profits. So, ito, again, I am mentioning the show Shark Tank. So I believe they can be categorized as venture capitalists kasi they have substantial money and they see growth so long as ma-attract mo sila na mag-invest sa inyo. Marami silang of course link or mga connection. They have competitive advantages and prospect for success. But on the flips or the other side naman, they tend to look for larger or bigger share of your business. So yun naman ang kapalit nun. Okay. And then we have the IPOs or ito yung sa mga stock market, stock exchange. They are now going into public. So again, venture capitalists, madami silang pera, they have substantial amount of money as well as well-established connections, and they tend to be involved early sa early stages ng business and nag exit na daw sila during the IPO stage kasi they can now harvest, sabi nga, they can now reap enormous profits doon sa kanilang ininvest. Okay? So yung IPO, a more established business can raise funds through IPO, selling company stock shares to the public due to the expense, time, and effort that IPOs require. This type of equity financing occur in a latter stage of development after the company has grown. So investors in IPO expect less control than venture capitalists and angel investors. So ito yung sa stock exchange nga po. So yung mga IPO when Google or Meta or yung Facebook goes public, yun yung term. Usually, depending on the share, kung magkano yung kanilang value. So doon, for example, makakabili ka na, you can be a shareholder ng Google, ng Facebook, but sobrang mahal na. And then we also have crowdfunding. Again, if you're going to look at the show na Shark Tank, lagi itong name-mention yung crowdfunding like Kickstarter, Indiegogo, crowdfunder, wherein startup businesses or entrepreneurs um, looks for assistance sa mga online platforms na na-mention kanina. So, yeah. Such investors often share a common belief in the company's missions and goals. So, equity financing and debt financing. So, what is the difference? Businesses typically have two options for financing when they want to raise capital for business needs. So, equity financing and debt financing. So, debt financing involves borrowing money, whereas equity financing involves selling a portion of equity in the company rather than borrowing money. While there are distinct advantages to both types of financing, most companies use a combination of equity and debt financing. So no ownership issues with debt. So you the the exchange or no the end goal nung nagpapautang ay yung kanyang interest na pinatong. So in such a way nakikita din siya. So most common form of debt financing is a loan. Unlike equity financing which carries no repayment obligation, debt financing requires a company to pay back the money it receives plus interest. However, an advantage of a loan or debt financing in general is that it does not require a company to give up a portion ng kanyang business. So yun naman ang advantage niya. With debt financing, the lender has no control over the business operation, meaning he or she cannot be a partner, whereas yung equity talagang you will be involved or you are one of the decision makers. So yun naman ang isa daw po sa mga advantages ng debt or debt financing. So once you pay back the loan, your relationship with the lender ends. Companies that elect to raise capital by selling stock to investors must share their profits and consult with these investors when they make decisions that impact the entire company. So again, for example, if you are a sole proprietor and then you approach a investor, like again yung Shark Tank, and then you will look for a certain amount of money, they will require you a share of your business and lahat po nun ng ins and outs, operations, decision making ay involved na sila. So unlike yung sa debt financing nga na yung pera lang mismo yung nagbabansay. So operational expense differences, debt financing can also restrict a company's operation, limiting its ability to take advantage of opportunities outside of its core business. In general, companies want a relatively low debt to equity ratio Creditors look for favorably on such a metric and may allow additional debt financing in the future if a pressing need arises. So finally, interest paid on loans is tax deductible as a business expense. So loan payments make forecasting for future expenses easy because the amount is not or does not fluctuate. So meaning, yun yung pagkakaiba niya sa um, equity financing. So, yung isa sa mga advantages niya, you can make forecasting much easier compared doon sa equity financing wherein the risk th- that will be taken by the owner as well as yung the new investor will be the same. Unlike yung sa debt financing naman, fixed siya. So, yun. So what are the factors to consider? So when deciding whether to seek debt or equity financing, companies usually consider these three factors. What source of funding is most easily accessible for the company? What is the company's cash flow? How important is it for principal owners to maintain complete control of the company? If a company is given investors a percentage of their company through the sale of equity, the only way to remove them and their stake in the business is to repurchase their shares, a process called a buyout. So, however, repurchasing the shares will likely cost more than you received when you issued them. So, before we consider if we're going to dwell or lean on debt equity or equity financing, you should consider these three factors daw po muna. For example, what source of funding is most accessible to you or for your company? Okay, number two, what is your cash flow or your company's cash flow? And how important if the owner, you as the principal owner, to maintain complete control. So those are the considerations na kailangan nyo pong isipin before you choose debt or equity financing. So if a company is given investor a percentage and for example, I am a owner of a startup and I have 100% control or ownership, and then I'm going to seek for additional funds or funding, and yung nahanap ko gusto niya ay 60% yung kanya and I am looking for a certain amount of money. So in case na pumayag ako doon, makukuha ko po yung pera. I'm going to receive the money, but the exchange would be the 60% ownership. If I would prefer uh, for him or her to be have a minimal control of the company, if not totally na mawala po yung kanyang control, I need to repurchase the 60% na aking binigay sa kanya in exchange for example, 1 million pesos. But um, the disadvantage, of course, is the amount would be much higher compared to the 1 million na aking na-receive, assuming na mas lumaki na po yung business. However, repurchasing the shares will likely cost more compared doon sa 1 million na binili niya. Okay? So, equity financings or financing reasons to choose equity financing. First, if you're a startup or yung baguhan kayo sa business, di ba? Businesses in their early stages can be of particular interest to angel investors and venture capitalists. That's because of high return potential that may see due to their experience and skills. So, yun po. For example, I can still recall if you're familiar with a former NBA player, Shaquille O'Neal, uh, he mentioned he mentioned the story about Google during his early days, during the early 90s, na someone approached him to invest or purchase a certain amount of the company named Google. And up to now, uh, of course, before niya siya, during that time where Yahoo was dominating the search engine industry, medyo mura pa daw po yan, uh, yung amount ng share ng Google. So, uh, fast forward, to the present, sobrang laki na nung amount at sobrang laki na ng value ng Google. So yun, meaning startup yung Google na catch ni Shaquille O'Neal yung time na nag-i-start pa lang siya, and now yung reward was really enormous. So yeah. So if you're a startup, usually yun yung ginagawa po nila. They are looking to offer an equity or a portion of their business. Next, established lending sources ignore you. Or again, if you are a startup or a new business, it is somewhat difficult to have uh, source out your needed funds sa mga lending company or sa mga sikat na pautangan, sabi nga. Kasi equity financing is a solution when established financing methods aren't available due to the nature of business. For example, traditional lenders use or such as banks often won't extend loans to companies they consider significant risk. So yung bangko po kasi talagang business din siya. So if you're going to submit a business plan that they would say na very risky, so oftentimes ay may businesses talaga or startups are or tend to have a hard time to prove that their business would be profitable. So kaya they are leaning towards on the equity financing. And then you don't want to incur debt. So even to an ordinary person, di ba po, may mga tao talaga na ayaw mangutang. So yun yung kanilang ino-offer, yung equity financing. Where equity financing, you don't add to your existing debt load and you don't have a payment obligation. So investors assume the risk of investment loss. Yeah. Guidance from experts. So again, as an example, in Shark Tank, um, for example, si Mark Cuban, yung owner ng Dallas Mavericks, and there are several sports-related products na in-offer doon. And the tendency was siya talaga yung mag invest basta gusto niya yung product. And magkakaroon na ng free guidance yung entrepreneur or yung startup where Mark Cuban is an expert doon sa industry na yan. For example, sports drink, sports logo, memorabilia, etc. So, yun. Equity financing delivers more than money. Depending on the source of the funds, you may also receive a benefit from the valuable resources, guidance, skills, and experience of investors who want you to succeed. Okay. And your goal is to say is the sale of your company. So yun, kung yun yung inyong end goal, equity financing can raise the substantial capital you may need to promote rapid and greater growth, making your company attractive to buyers and a sale possible or possibility. So yun. Next is the pros and cons of equity financing. Of course, the mga pros niya, no obligation to repay the money, no additional financial burden on the company. Large investors can provide a wealth of business expertise, resources, guidance, and contacts. Of course, unlike yung sa debt, there is no repayment obligation of money. And then the financial burden on the company will not be added since yung equity yung iyong or binigay, and magkakaroon ka na ng partner. Ah, of course, depende po yun sa inyo kung yung inyong kukuning partner o yung mag invest sa inyo ay expert doon sa field ng iyong business. How about the cons naman po? You must give investors an ownership and percentage of your company. You must share your profits with investors. You give up some control over your company, and it may be more expensive than borrowing. So in comparison with the different types of business organizations, sole proprietorship, po ba, partnership, corporation, cooperative. First is sole prop or sole proprietorship. If you're a sole prop of a company, meaning lahat ng kita nun sa iyo, of course yung risk ay sa iyo. So yun naman yung disadvantage if you're going to choose equity financing, you will give an investor an ownership of the percentage of your company. So hindi mo na 100% owned yun, meaning magkakaroon kayo ng profit sharing as well as yung control. And in the long run, baka mas mahal pa raw po yung equity sharing than mangutang kayo. So, yun naman po. Okay. So, ito po yung Shark Tank na mention ko po kanina pa. So, you have Mark Cuban, an owner. Siya po yung owner ng Dallas Mavericks. I think siya ngayon ay minority owner na lang. Ito si Damon John. Siya naman po yung owner ng Sean John. And I forgot, ito po si, nakalimutan ko na po siya. Tapos si Lori. Siya naman po yung, if you're familiar with Scrub Daddy. So siya yung nakabili ng portion nun. And then we have Kevin O'Leary. Ang kanyang specialty naman ay sa mga sa wine, sa food industry. And then si Barbara naman ay sa mga real estate. So sila po yung Shark Tank. So ito po yung example. Say that you started a small tech company with your own capital of 1.5 million. At this stage, you have 100% ownership and control due to the industry that you're in a fresh social media concept. Your company attracts the interest and venture capitalists. You're aware that you need additional funds and nag-decide ka after meeting with a few discussing your company's plans and goals, kailangan mo daw or you decide to accept $500,000 offered by an angel investor who you feel brings enough expertise to the table in addition to the funding. So meaning 500%, 500, sorry, $500,000 and yung kanyang expertise ang kanyang ino-offer. The amount is enough for this round of funding. Plus, you don't wish to relinquish a greater percentage of your company or ownership by taking a larger amount. Thus, the total invested in your company is now $2 million. So 1.5 million plus 500,000. This angel investor owns 25% ng company, meaning yung inyong ownership, yung stake nyo sa company nyo ay 75% na lang. So that's an example of equity financing. Thank you for listening. Good day and God bless everyone. Thank you.